I am Gregory, and this is Pensane. Yeah, so I had told myself I was not going to get into vintage pens, but I'm a huge fan of Sheaffer, and I was very curious about this pen that I found on eBay. I placed a lowball offer, and I was the only bidder at $20. So yeah, I believe that's a good deal. So this is, I believe, from the 1950s, a Sheaffer Craftsman touchdown. Pretty small pen with a very classic professional design. And yeah, so what makes this pen unique is it has a pneumatic filling system. So essentially, I'm not going to do it because there's ink in there. You unscrew this and pull it out. The process of pulling this out pulls a metal rod out, which compresses an ink sac in there. So then you put the tip in the ink and you press it back down and you wait several seconds. It takes some time for the ink to go back into the sac as the sac then expands. A much slower process than many other filling systems, but really cool. So yes. Yeah, so it's burgundy. I bought this restored. Again, it's, I believe, from the 1950s. I don't have an exact date. It was restored. Basically, the touchdown mechanism, which I was just describing, was restored and tested, and it works. And lo and behold, I received it, and it does work. So let's take a look at the nib here. So this is a medium, number 33, 14 karat gold nib, which I'm surprised I was the only bidder, because just the fact that this has a gold nib, I mean, that's good, right? Yeah. There's a look at the feed. It has this ink window. I don't know if you can make that out. It has an ink window right there, and it's kind of hard to see in there, and you can kind of see the ink go down, but you're really not sure how much ink is in there, so it's pretty useless actually, but still a very cool pen. I'm gonna try doing size comparisons in my videos now. So I'm gonna pick two very common pens that everybody knows. Yeah, so there you go. So it's on the small side, and I believe this is even considered the thin model. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, but there you go. A little size comparison. Let's just see it right. It does post. Not very well, actually. It's not very deep and not very stable. You don't really need to. I mean, you know, it's an okay size. Well, I have small hands too, so that helps. So this is I was doing a lot of capping and uncapping earlier, so I'm not surprised it skipped. The Sheaffer Craftsman touchdown. That's a medium 14 karat gold nib. I guess Sheaffer had their own numbering system, so this was a number 33. And let's see, the ink is Monteverde Cherry Danish. Pretty dry, pretty dry. I haven't used that ink in another pen yet, so I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, just a quick look at the only used vintage pen in my collection. I do have a number of new old stock vintage pens, but this is the only actual used vintage pen restored in my collection. And I may get more of these because I kind of like it. There were a couple skips in there, so you know, it's not a perfect pen, but it's old and it's cool. So I just noticed there's, you probably can't make it out, but there's some writing there. Yeah, basically just made in USA. Anyway, yeah, so let's take a quick look at the actual writing there. Yeah, anyway, there you go. The Sheaffer Craftsman touchdown with Monteverde Cherry Danish ink. And I'm gonna continue down a Sheaffer rabbit hole. I think now I'm mostly gonna look at new old stock, but we'll see where this takes me. I already have a couple saved on my wish list, and I'm hoping the seller is going to drop the price on them, and I will jump on those if they do. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.